Hello everybody, welcome to Betway's Weighted to Win. It's good to be with you again for our Thursday preview. We're doing this on Wednesday so that you know. And looks like a decent sort of card the Thursday afternoon. We'll chat to Daryl Marie, get an update on what he thinks we should be doing on the Thursday and try and get some action going. So with regards to Betway, as you know, there's our Weighted to Win number that just flashed up on your screen. And there's the code to open your Betway account if you haven't already done so. And naturally with all the Betway offerings that go on, hopefully you know about those. If you don't, you can just go onto the app and they can update you. Well, the first race, let's take a look at it. This was Tiger Storm's top of the board, trading around 6 to 10, 6.5 to 10 or thereabouts from Betway. 3 to 1 about remains of the day and 4 to 1 about the next one in the betting, Santiago's Pride. This horse is relatively short, Daryl. I mean, I would imagine the guys have figured out why it's trading at around 6 or 6.5 to 10. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, let's just touch on the racing coming up this weekend. The Betway Spring Challenge and the Fillies and Mares Challenge.
Yes.
Have you seen those final fields?
Lovely. Eh?
Lovely. Really
What do you, have you got any idea as to where you're going to go?
No.
Still early.
Yeah. Yeah, Clyde, I mean, the favourite is so short because it's got the second favourite Stone Cold. Now, if you look when they met behind Johnny Appleseed, the favourite beat Remains of the Day out of sight. Okay.
Yes.
But since then, the favourite, Tiger Storm, has really put in a well below par effort last time out. I mean, it was really a terrible effort on his behalf, beaten 12.5 lengths. I don't know what happened.
What went wrong there?
Reported to be not striding out. So he, since they've met, has run poorly. Whereas Remains of the Day, since they met, has run extremely well because there's a form update. Remains of the Day ran second behind Hair Trigger over the weekend.
Yes.
So if they reproduce their form when they met, it's a one-horse race. But because of his latest efforts, I'm a little bit wary. So I'm playing the safe route. Yep. I'm going 1 and 4.
All right, well, let's put that up. Let's have a look at the buy pot from Daryl Marie. Take a look. You'll notice that there is some hesitation around the favourite as a result of the inconsistency. 1 and 4 in the first leg, by 3 and 4, by 2 and 8, by banker 3, by 5 and 6, by 2, 4, 5, 8 at the back. It's a 64 rand buy pot. Okay, second race, 1,000 metres. We're on the classic track. Make note of that. And on the classic track, the 1,000 metres is up the straight. And interesting race as we've got this also in Indeseo and Executrix. They're dominating the market. You'll notice Indeseo's, well, on the Wednesday was at around 12 to 10 and Executrix trade around 17 to 10. We decided to pull the replay. I'm glad that our replays on Tuesday both arrived. We the Logans, I can't believe We the Logans went to 4 to 1 from 13 to 10. I actually can't believe it. But anyway, it did. And the other one, Dice, also arrived, who seems to be very impressive. And, well, they're looking forward to some exciting races coming up ahead. Executrix's last start, we'll have a look at that. Daryl will take us through. Let's just chat about this replay and have a look at Executrix in action. On this occasion, took the lead and tried to hold them all at bay.
Yes, Clyde, the same as her debut effort. She showed a lot of pace. She's very pacey. Now, you can see towards the outside in the black with the red cap closing in and just grabbing her on the line for second is Francillian, who subsequently come out and won. So the form line has been franked.
Now, the drop in the 1,000, you think that'll suit?
Yeah. I don't know if
I know it's got speed, but I mean, they tried it. What was it first time? 14 and a 12. Now it's 1,000 meters.
In this sort of lineup, I don't see it being posing any issue. I mean, she does show a good early toe. That's a positive, especially over 1,000 meters on a fast-run track. Having a look at her breeding, you know, she's related to Rennie, who placed in the Fillies Guineas, that's over 1,600, and then ran a place in the Derby over 2,450. So I don't know, maybe in time to come, she will be looking for a little bit further, but then she needs to settle in running. And I think at this stage, maybe the 1,000's what she's looking for. I think that of the race runners, there's only one other danger, and that's Indeseo. I mean, she only found one too good for her on debut. I'm a little bit wary of that form line though. So let's pull that up, Clyde. The third place runner has won, but that was Basingstoke in a work riders.
Yes.
So of the two, I have preference for Sean Terry's Executrix, but once again, I'll play the safe route, numbers 3 and 4. Let's just touch on the first timers. There happen to be comments in
Any
the front.
comments?
Yeah, there are.
Oh, good.
Let me just pull it up.
Nice to hear.
Number 5 will need the experience, and number 6 will need the run.
Okay, there you go. That's the latest. They both will need those runs or need the experience to place accumulators. The two horses, it does appear to be a two-horse race, and Daryl's going both of them, 3 and 4, in this event, but it's an affordable PA. In fact, I looked at Daryl's perms earlier, and the day does appear to be affordable throughout, so hopefully it works out all the same. All right, guys, welcome back. Let's get on to the third race on the card now and see what our story is with regards to race number 3. And this horse, Greenhouse, impressed me when I watched the grey. This is the Vittoria family, eh?
Yeah,
if you go further back, but beautifully bred, and I love the way this horse moved. Should we show the rerun quickly? Just to see what we saw. Maybe you have a look at this. Comes from dead last, the grey horse in the circle, Daryl.
Now, Clyde, have a look at the fillies she competed against. I think there was 8 horses in that field. Not one had run a place in 16 starts. So you have to be skeptical over that form line. But yes, if you recall the pre-race comments from Mr. de Kock, he had 2 fillies running in this race originally. The one got scratched at the start.
Correct.
He said this is the more speedy of the type. But yet she was at the back of the field turning for home.
I think she was yeah.
But she did do her best work late, and she's got a lot of scope for improvement. She's extremely well bred. In this lineup, she should be very, very competitive. Number 3, there's a comment. Nice, maybe a little green. Now, Clyde, Mr. Matchett's filly, she was...
Faithful Mistress, eh?
Yes, she was recently scratched. Okay, now, Greenhouse and Faithful Mistress, this is around the bend, have got tricky draws to contend with. That's a negative. Let's see how they go. Have a look who Faithful Mistress ran behind last time out. Lady Elimo. Second in that race was Fireburst, who indirectly won. Okay, she trotted up, next start, but last time out, she won effortlessly. Then Mr. Terry's filly over here, Saudi Sweep. She's improving with each and every start. Last time out, beyond Safe and Sound, Clyde, listen to this. She had Lady Elimo, I think 5 lengths behind her.
Yes.
5 lengths behind her, Faithful Mistress got beaten by Lady Elimo.
Yeah.
So I've got respect for Saudi Sweep. I went wide of here. I included number 3 as well. So 2, 3, 7, and 8. Obviously 7, 8.
What's this, the pick 6?
Yes.
Okay. Daryl, I'm going to bank a Greenhouse. You don't mind, eh?
With pleasure.
I'm banking Greenhouse. 2, 3, 7, 8 for Daryl. By 3 and 10, by 5 and 6, by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bank a 5 by 1 and 3. It's a 288 perm. You bank a Greenhouse, what does it cost? It's 288 divided by 4.
72 rand.
72 bucks. I'm going to spend 72 rand on my perm. Thank you. Pick 6 time. Let's get on, guys. Okay, now we're going 1,500 metres, and this is the first leg of the first jackpot. Hack Trick or Treat is the favourite, priced up at around even money or thereabouts when we did the show on Wednesday. A second favourite in the market, number 10, that was exceedingly glamorous, 3 to 1, and there's 7 Arctic Owls at 4 to 1. Then you get 14 to 1 bar the 3. Is that how you read the same?
This race looks very shallow. Of the race runners, I've only included 2, numbers 3 and 10. But I don't know anything about number 7, Arctic Owl. The first timer, see if there's any supports on debut. But unfortunately, there's no comments in the front of the book, Clyde. Now, we are going to show the replay of the favourites last run.
Hack Trick or Treat, yeah. Let's have a look. All right, take us through it, Daryl. Tell us, there's on the lead.
Yeah, Clyde, take note. This was a maiden handicap. And the top 2, while the front 2 over there were giving weight all round. So it wasn't a bad effort. Behind him were some very average sorts. I mean, I think the 3rd and the 4th placed horses haven't franked that form. But like I said, he was giving the third place horse as much as 6 kilograms. He's got the fitness on his side. He's got the draw. So he should go close to winning.
And what's your case on Exceedingly Glam?
Exceedingly Glam, I watched her debut on the inside track. She came out a bit sluggishly and she found herself at the back of the field. She wasn't punished in the straights and she stayed on all the way to the line. What's interesting over here, she's got a very neat draw, and if she can hold her position, Clyde, and get into the race this time round, I can see her posing a big threat to the favourite. She's extremely well related. Lucky Hurlakis's Filly Elegant Ice.
Yes.
She's a full sister. And she's got a lot of scope for improvement. And Clyde, she gets that filly's allowance. I mean, she's carrying 55. She's getting 3 kgs from Hat Trick or Treat. So, like I said, in the bar pots and the PA, I was happy to bank a Hat Trick or Treat because of his fitness and experience. But Exceedingly Glam may be a better horse in time to come. So, yeah, both horses in the pick six and the jackpots. I mean, we are playing safe.
All right. Well, there we go. There's a jackpot 3 and 10. It's a match race by 5 and 6. Of course, we don't know much about the first timer. You may want to listen into, what's the video interviews are called again?
Track Talk.
Track Talk. If they manage to get to Tony and give us some insight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. By bank of 5 at the back. It's a 36 Rand jackpot per. Welcome back. Master Christmas's favourite to win this race. Betway got it priced up at 2-1 favourite on the Wednesday morning when we did the show. Second choice is number 2, Meridius, at 3-1. And then you got 33-10 About Good Counsel, number 5 on the card. After that, 4-1, number 3, None Other. Does appear to be quite a competitive race. And East Coast is priced up 7-1. There are 2 others to mention. 1, Bingwa, 12s, and then it's 14-1 About Home of the Brave. Any one of these can win, right?
I don't know about anyone.
Not open. Where have you cutting the line? Where are you drawing the line?
Yeah, Clyde. I like the look of Master Christmas. This also.
But you always do.
Yeah,
You always do.
he's been extremely generous to me,
Yes.
and he keeps improving. I know the handicapper will be catching up to him soon, and
Yes.
he's not well weighted in this event, but he just keeps on raising his game, especially on the classic track at the Vaal. I
Yes.
mean, he's got an outstanding record over here. He's got 50 kilograms to shoulder. Yeah, despite being out at the weights, I think he's got a strong winning chance over here.
Right.
Now, the best weighted is the filly, None Other. I mean, she hasn't seen the winner's enclosure in a year and a half, returning from a little bit of a layoff and returning from KZN. I don't know if she's going to be readied up for this. But at the weights, you have to respect her. But I only went 2 runners over here. I went, excuse me, Clyde, numbers 5 and 6. Now, I've gone with the 5 because at the weights, he should be able to reverse the form with Meridius, Clyde. In his penultimate start, he was returning from a layoff, right? And he's as much as 6 kilograms better off with Meridius. And he's had another run to bring him onto his peak. This is his 3rd run after a rest.
I was about to ask you about Meridius, but once you say Good Counsel, 6 kilos better off.
Yeah, 6 kilos, Clyde.
I suppose no need to ask the question. Okay,
On
so
paper, he has to reverse it. Now, I don't know who's going to ride Meridius. I mean, Moosey's apparently off to Singapore.
yes, I
Good
believe
luck
so.
to Moosey. I hope.
Was it Cranji this with their last
yes.
race meeting?
So I don't know if
Sad,
it's going to be
but
Calvin,
true.
but let's see who the jockey booking will be on race day. So I'm happy, Clyde. 5 and 6 to fight it out.
All right. So there's the snapshot of Darryl's jackpot. Okay, now we go over 1,600 metres. Welcome back to Betway's Weighted to Win. And remember, we're on the classic, so the 1,600s around the turn. The Betway market got Vulcanite top of the boards, 33-10. I think joint with that horse Balula or Batula at 33-10, all the same. Little Mary Sunshine on Wednesday was priced up 11-2. You can have a look now, just before the race, as to what the market recommends about Little Mary Sunshine. Has it shortened or has it drifted? And then Zenobia's Gold is at 6-1. You can get 7-1 and better the others. Would this be an open contest?
Now, my perms, I went the field while in the pick six and the jackpots. Start with the class act in the race. That's Petula. 61.5 to shoulder. She gonna have to give them starts on a fast run surface. She'll be doing her best work late, but it's not gonna be an easy task. I like the look of number 2 of here, Little Mary's Sunshine. Now, Striker's ridden this filly twice, Clyde, for his sponsors, and he's run second on both occasions. I don't know whose advice it was to remove the blinkers, but last time out, it improved without the blinkers. She improved. Have a look at that, Clyde. She ran behind a very nice improving sort in Olivia's Way, but have a look at the weight she was giving away to Olivia's Way. 9 kilograms, Clyde. I think that effort is better than what it appears on paper. So I think she may be the value currently in the race at around 9 to 2. I think Striker's itching to get her head in front this time around.
Yeah.
Vulcanite, I mean, she's only having a 4th start to date, and last time out, she loved the step up in trip. The winner from that form line, it says 1 from 4, is Kuramati, but I don't think it was the strongest of lineups. But, you know, she's only having a 4th start, and I doubt we've seen the best of her.
Yeah.
With 54.5 to shoulder, I think Craig's going to take the bull by the horns and let her stride up front. Last time out, she was extending at the finish. She was getting better towards the end. So I respect her.
Okay.
She could be anything. And number 8, Vision of Peace.
Yes.
Mr. Magna thought so highly of this filly that he put in the grade 1 last time out. And you can just put a line through that effort. In her penultimate start, she's won her only handicap effort, right? She beat Kitty Boy's Girl. On that occasion, herself and the runner-up were well clear of the balance, hence her penalty that she picked up. She's been off the track for quite some time, but please believe you me, this filly is a nice filly in the making. So, although it's a wide open event, I'm leaning towards Little Mary Sunshine from Vulcanite and Vision of Peace, respect for Petula.
Okay, that's the order from Daryl. There's the pick 3. Hi everybody, welcome back to Betway's Weighted to Win show. I'm with Daryl Marie, and we've got 2 more races to have a look at here, races 7 and 8. 7th race is run over 1,600 metres, and the favourite here is number 8, Willow Wild, priced up at around 5 to 2. Second choice at that price is number 2, Two Step Queen. That's priced up around 28 to 10 or thereabouts. 3 Easy on Me is at 13 to 2, and the same with number 7, It's Her Way, at 13 to 2. Now, Daryl's got a banker in his play. Those may have seen it in their bipots and PAs and all that sort of stuff, or jackpots, etc. Banker number 5, Play with Fire, who's 10 to 1 at this point in time. We've got a rerun we're going to show you and get into Daryl's mind as to what he knows about this or what he saw. Let's take a look for ourselves at this last start quickly with Play with Fire. Seems to be lugging a little bit, and I'm not seeing too much from the saddle. What do you make of it?
Well, that's why I like her chances of here, Clyde. I don't think she got the best of assistance from the saddle last time out, and understandably so, because it was a 4 kg claiming apprentice. But I thought she moved in, and then she just emptied out towards the latter stages. Now, Clyde, if you saw what happened to her in the early part of the race, you'd understand why I'm a little bit bullish about this filly.
What happened? Tell us.
He was drawn 1, and I don't know, he was adamant to get off the fence. And when they came into the straight, he was already 3 wide, exposed with no cover. So I think she's way better than her latest effort. And since then, she's dropped 3 pounds or 1.5 kilograms. Now, in her penultimate start, it was a very competitive handicap where I Am Regal and Sneak Preview dead heated. Now, if you watch that replay, going through the 400, Samanga was sitting with a double handful, right?
Right.
And when he eventually got the gap, once again she emptied out. So I'm taking my chances because of the fact that she's coming back to a mile. Clyde, you know, in all my perms, I could have gone field of here because this is a field race. I mean, it's a fillies and mares 73.
By normal standards, it's a field race, isn't it?
I could have opted for the easy way out and put field because 100%. My perms are quite
but that's why you're
affordable.
Daryl Marie. You find these 10 to 1 shots and you banker them.
I
Which is
hope
the way
I'm
to
right,
play
Clyde.
it.
I hope I'm right. I'm hoping that she's going to love coming back to the mile. if you're not happy in bankering her, you're going to have to include a whole lot of fillies over here. Two-step Queen has to go in. She's in cracking form. Easy on Me, she's lightly raced. It's Her Way, finished smartly last time out. Willow Wild, depends how she moves. And Northern Kitten's off a very competitive mark. Probably Northern Kitten would be my second pick over here. So I'm not extremely confident, but I'm confident in saying at 10-1, we should get a run for our money.
Okay, well, it's too late now. The gates are open. Play with Fire, our banker of the day. So the Joburg Betway Spring Challenge comes up on Saturday, and it's a super day's racing, the start of our season here on the Highveld. Hopefully you guys will be there, will be watching closely. There's some very, very nice horses that are going to be making their appearances on Saturday afternoon. Right, let's talk about the last race. This is a horse that we thought would be hard to beat, called Confederate, number 3 on the card, priced up around 16-10 or thereabouts. Second choice is Risky Business, who comes off a streak of wins. But Daryl's quite bullish, as am I, after having a look at the rerun of Confederate. Here it is. We'll take a look and see. Look for yourselves. Look at this horse in front at the moment. I think a lovely looker too, and moves well, Daryl.
Yeah, Clyde. You know, they interviewed Fabian Habib for this race, and he was extremely bullish. He said he's expecting so much from the Son of Fire Away in the season to come. So they rate him highly. He was only having his third start of the year. It was his handicap debut. And the third place horse, the grey horse of there, Shinto Shrine, who's also highly rated by Tony Peter. So I think he was far from disgraced. He's going to end up much higher than a 90. And what I like about him now is he's coming back in trip now. He has had a tendency to overdo it up front.
Yeah.
I think if they go a little bit quicker, or even if he's in front and he's more relaxed, I think we're going to see him bounce back to winning ways. So I'm extremely bullish with regards to his chances.
Okay.
You know, on paper, many are going to say Risky Business is his danger. She keeps on winning, but I think that last penalty that she picked up now, as much as 8 pounds or 4 kgs, is going to have a number, and I'll be shocked to see her win again.
No jockey declared yet. Obviously, Muzi not here. I wonder who's going to ride it.
Yeah, I wonder who's going to ride it. Whoever rides it's going to have to get the best out of her to run a place. I think the danger has to be Kotinos. On his day, this horse can blow hot and cold, but he is more than capable of quicking up smartly. And if they go very quick up front, he'll be doing his best work late.
Any sort of chance to guerrilla warfare?
A bit worried about that last form line. I liked his chances. He rallied late, but I think he's meeting a bit tougher opposition this time round. I think Confederate's got a lot more scope for improvements.
Okay. Thanks, Daryl. Thank you so much for that. So, Confederate, as you heard from Daryl Marie, hard to beat. Let's take a look at our last race prediction. This is a straight-up win. Confederate 16-10, the price on Wednesday. I'm not sure what it is when you guys are watching closer to race time. Everything of the best. We'll catch up with you. We've got Fairview Friday. We're going to be previewing Saturday Turpentine and some Durbanville racing, as well as KwaZulu-Natal on Sunday. Thanks, everybody.